guys, welcome to Toribash Replay Showcase episode 28 with me, Jack Morris from Man5 Films. Well, this week, let's just pretend I said something incredibly witty in the intro so we can get straight to the replays. This is Skull A, Random Lies Torn Apart by J5R12500, better known as Skull. That's what he told me he wanted to be called, and it's a hell of a lot easier than saying all those numbers. This is a high grav replay by the looks, and it's also very cool, so let's take another look at it. You got the punch to the crotch, splits him in half, tears out his midriff, and kind of flicks his hand to throw the body part. I love it. Let's take a nice slower look. So you got the... I'm missing the decap, that's the problem. I keep missing the... We'll see if we can examine this frame by frame, if Toribash is being kind to us this week. There we go. Yeah, so he kind of grabs the whole head off there, and I want to get the arm flick, because the arm flick's awesome. Just... Where is it? There, wait. It's really half-assed. I love it. It looks great. Yeah, so it's a great replay. Thank you very much for that. Now, this is Sinistral Torment. Sinistral, very hard word to say. Torment by Goldmane11, and if I remember correctly, it's, pretty awesome. Very awesome replay. We'll let it play out till the end, although I have forgotten to go into free play, so I need to be on the ball about pressing R. Alright, let's see what's happening here. So you got the kind of backwards Matrix-style kick to the armpit. Kick to the armpit. And a kind of follow-up scissors kick, I guess, that splits him in half. It's really hard to see. In fact, we may have to slow this one down as well. So you got the kick to the armpit, if I can hammer P fast enough for this to work. And then... Oh, fuck it. There we go. So, and then the kick does get... Does it decap? No, it doesn't decap. It's still attached to the upper part of the body. And it's a real grab and a smash at the end as well, which I keep missing. Just attach the camera and take a proper look at that. Donk. Very cool. And does he get a pause? Yeah, he gets a pause. Because everyone gets a cool pause. Awesome. Anyway, moving on. This is Robotic Precision by Spartacraft, #Sparta. And it's another very cool replay. It's actually very foreboding. Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know, I'm tired. It's actually similar to a replay we have later on in the show, at least with openers, but that's through no fault of Spartacraft. And it's also very cool. Precision is indeed very cool. Let's see this one from Jeff Cam. I'm feeling this will look... Well, I thought it would look a bit more brutal than it did, but oh well, let's see. From Toricam, it does again just look like a magic trick. Just whoop, and suddenly the head's gone. Like, just covers, blocks your vision for a sec, and the head's just vanished. It's still very cool. As I said, I'm very fond of these replays that are just kind of one-hit wonders that look very cool, so this is definitely one of those, and I believe it's default settings by the looks as well, but it is kind of hard to say. This is Vortex Butter by Vortex X8, or just Vortex, because I don't want to be a dick. It's another punch to the crotch. It's a crotch-heavy week this week, so let's see that. Punch to the crotch, grabs it, pulls him in by his crotchal area, and just kind of demolishes him bit by bit. So let's, again, slow this one down. You got the kick to the leg, you've got the... contracting of the hand, which I guess is what gets the shoulder off, yeah, and then what gets the decap? Is it another stylish grab? I think it is. Oh, he grabs his hand. I'd have missed all this, and I think, it's a kick that finishes off the body. That's very, very cool. A nice little pause at the end. Very stylish replay. Let's watch it once more at normal speed. Hard time speaking this week. Moving on, this is, if I can get, there we are, this is #Whip, or just Whip, or WIP, I'm sure that stands for something that I recognize, but oh well, by Pyrox, and it's a very brutal replay that looks very cool. Obviously I like this replay just because of how stylish it is, but there is one little detail, everybody clap your hands, there is one little detail that I really like. If you watch Jeff's head here, just spins away, it's a nice touch, just kicks the body and the head just kind of pops off. Let's see from Jeff Cam, see if we can get a good view of that. Just wee, and Toricam. Oh wow, that looked pretty cool. Let's see if we can. Let's go in bit by bit here. So we got the zoom, and there's Jeff's head as it gets punched off. That looks awesome from that angle. God, I love the unique camera angles. Looks very, very cool. And then some dancing at the end, and a little bit of whatever that song was. The name is escaping me right now. I'm sure I'll get shouted about that in the comments. This is ZE Mirage by Z-Trax. Hopefully, this is by Z-Trax. Admittedly, it's a very suspicious replay, but you got, innocent until proven guilty. And it is a very cool replay nonetheless. Another crotch shot. I swear I didn't do this on purpose. This has just been the way of the episode, apparently, this week. There's a nice little skeet at the end, which you guys might have missed there. I was kind of busy talking over it, where he throws his own hand at Jeff's head, which is a pretty standard thing, but looks awesome nonetheless. Another crotch hit, very powerful thing nonetheless. Looks awesome. Really hope this replay turns out to be by him. It's a very, very cool replay. Moving along. Now, this is what I said earlier with Spartacraft's replay. This is actually replayed by me. This is something I did at 3 a.m. while I was very bored. I couldn't get to sleep, just had to hop on Toribash for half hour. And I came up with this, which I actually think turned out pretty well. Similar opener to Spartacraft's thing. Didn't actually copy it, just turns out to be a bit of a coincidence. With a what I think is a pretty cool kick to finish it off, and obviously no pause because I'm terrible at pausing. Let's move back because I'm an idiot. So I'm pretty happy with it. You know, not necessarily the best replay in the world, but I am pretty happy with how it turned out. I'm especially proud of that kick at the end. I think there's certainly a lot of style to be had with that kick. So it's kind of my, I guess, usual backwards contracting leg thing to split them in half. I do that quite a lot. And then the kick, which I'm pretty proud of. Again, I'm pretty happy with that kick. So we'll watch it one more time and then we'll move along. I'd love to hear some criticism or some feedback in the comments of this replay. It's something I'm kind of happy with, so it'd be nice to get some of your guys' opinions. Anyway, this is not on the characters. This is Elder Madman by Elderob, and I think this is going to be our last replay for today if I'm not... No, it's not. I'm wrong. It's not our last replay. This is obviously another very stylish replay, but there's one thing I'm very fond of. You'll notice that little kick thing he does at the start. That's something we've all done a billion times in Toribash, right? That's like the first thing you learn to do, is to contract the knees and then extend them. I like the way he makes that into a very, very stylish move. It's kind of unique in the sense of that, and that I'd like to see more of that. Very simple openers turned into very, very awesome moves like this, which gets a very nice decap there that, well, it's actually a very I mean, I wouldn't have expected that to decap. It really wasn't going that fast, but I guess it does, yeah. And, yeah, it looks very, very cool. And I'm very fond of the actual opener to that. It looks very, very cool. Anyway, moving on. This is now going to be... Nope, this is, again, still not our last replay for today. I'm an idiot. This is High Grav Split 2 by Little Jamal. Another high grav replay. This, I'd swear I didn't do this on purpose. It just seems to be a lot of crotches and a lot of high gravity this week, but oh well. It's a very cool replay. Obviously, you get the it's kind of almost Assassin's Creedy in the grab. I must say, it looks like he should be stabbing him with a hidden blade. Maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. I think it looks very cool. Another hug of death. We see a lot of these, and then brutally rips him in half, which I like, tears him apart with his hands, which I think looks really cool. I think there might actually be a knee there as well. No, he just does kind of tear him apart. I guess he uses his upper thigh to help with the split, but it is more of a rip with his own body. It looks very, very cool. I've always wanted to see... I always like seeing brutal replays like that, where somebody's just torn apart by their bare hands, and this is no exception to that. It looks very cool. So, big thanks for that. Very cool replay. Now, this is our last replay for today, at long last. This is Rouse V2 by Vsauce. And, yeah, very flippy, very stylish, very free-flowing replay that seems to just moves so beautifully. Moves into... Every bit of it just moves into the next, and it's a very front flippy, spinny kind of move, and it just looks awesome. Pretty quick, but it gets the job done, ends with a lovely, stylish pose, and just looks really, really badass. No one can argue that. You got another crotch shot, not doing this on purpose, another crotch shot by the looks, or maybe, I guess, upper stomach, maybe it just wins him, and you get the decap there, which we will slow down, because that looks really, really interesting. Let's see, kick, and yeah, you get the decap, that's awesome. I said we'd slow it down, but I got caught up actually watching the replay there. Alright. Enhance. So the punch actually gets the decap there, and when he spins over, I think he just knocks off his other hand. Very, very, very cool. So anyway, that's going to wrap up the show for today. I am still looking for artists, so if you know an artist or are an artist, please email contact@manififilms.com and we'll get back to you. We're very, very, very interested in working with some artists, so please, if you can draw, if you can Photoshop, you know, art. If you can make art, please email us and I'll get back to you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm Jack Marsh from Manify Films, and yeah, that's all I have to say. So I shall see you next week, everybody. Goodbye.